Hello, 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 and welcome everybody. Hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. Unspoken Butterfly, good morning. K Mitch, good morning. So, we did get another snowstorm. It's not supposed to start again until sometime tonight, but I've been out shoveling, which I'm not supposed to do, but I did. Went out and did some shoveling, got our stairs cleaned off and some salt put down and whatnot, just for it all to happen again come tonight. So we're in for more snow. It's going to be interesting. This week I've had a lot of problems. Thank you, sister, and I'll pin them. I will pin that to the top. Thank you, sister. I forgot to message you. I'm sorry, sister. So thank you, Des. My mind is all over the place here. Hello, Donna, and good morning. Nice to see you. So this week we have to do that trial run with Restream because I'm getting rid of StreamYard. This is craziness, like $65.99 a month for me, Canadian. I guess it's like $44 American for the basic StreamYards now. So I'm getting rid of it. So I am going to be doing a live, maybe even tomorrow, you guys. Hopefully you guys can stop in. There was some other stuff I wanted to do last week, but we had such terrible weather last week. Let me just get my mic over here. There we go. We had such terrible weather last week, right up until this morning. So it stopped snowing now. I got up at about 7 a.m. and it was still kind of snowing a little bit, but it stopped by 9 o'clock this morning. It was done. So good morning, Kate. And she's saying good morning to everybody coming in. And she's saying good morning to Donna. Des is here and K Mitch is here too. So what do we got this week coming up? Let me just check my calendar, you guys. I'm going to end up dumping everything all over here. So I've got my diamond art stuff. I am a mess today, you guys. There's Nana. Good morning, Nana. Get my feathers. Okay, so this week coming up, we have really not got nothing. I have got an ultrasound I got to get done on the 10th, and I've got a stress test I got to get done on the 11th. The heart monitor thing, I wore it for 2 days and had to take it off because it was burning my skin. The sticky stuff on it was burning my skin, so I had to take that off, which I did. So I don't know what they're going to say about that, but I got to bring that back on Tuesday too. So we'll see what happens there. There's Unspoken Butterfly. Hello, beautiful. I did, and thank you so much for your $1.99 super thanks. You just blow me away every time, Unspoken Butterfly. You're amazing, and you're such a blessing to the channel and to myself. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again for that. It really helps, especially this time of the year. I don't get a lot of lives in and stuff like that. So it helps keep the channel going. And you are just amazing, amazing. I can't thank you enough. Yes, thank you, thank you. She's just amazing. Give some hearts in the chat for Unspoken Butterfly. She is just amazing. What else do we have? I have been watching the Brian Koberger file, and nothing has been put in since the last stuff that we went over. So that's why I haven't gone live with any of that. Sentencing for Delphi is coming up next week. That's about the only thing. Lori Vallow, I got to say this. Thank you, Nana, for Unspoken Butterfly. Thank you, thank you. Lori Vallow has decided she is representing herself. She was sent for an evaluation. She came back good to go. So the judge really questioned her a lot, um, to see if she was competent to represent herself. She's going to have an investigator and another lawyer to help her in her travels. But he really tried to hit home that, what she's taking on, should not be done. Um, I've always said it. Anybody that represents himself has a fool for a client. So we're going to see how that goes. It's going to be interesting, you guys. At any time, she can decide not to go pro se and have these lawyers take over. But I think she's going to. She wants the attention. She wants the attention. So there's that. What else? We know that Chad Daybell has filed his appeal. There's nothing new on that. The Sebastian Rogers, you guys hit it out of the ballpark. All his birthday wishes, and there's so much more that's come out in that case. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Maybe we'll save that for our live when we try out Restream. I don't know how I'm going to do on it, you guys, so I'm warning you now. It's going to be a kerfunkel, but we're going to get through it. And I know with you guys are all smart when it comes to stuff like that. So with your guys' help, I'll be able to figure it out. We'll figure it out together. Unspoken Butterfly, can you do a read on the judge, not the sheriff, who took him out of the world? Something don't. Yeah, I want to. Let me get that written down. You guys, I'm horrible. A read on the judge, yes. I want to do that. Yeah, Sebastian, there's some stuff that's come out there. There's photos and everything. I seen that Dolly Vision put out photos and that. We can, I don't think he would strike me, but we can go over the photos that he's come across. I might be able to get them on X too and save them to my computer. But there's photos that have come out about this green hoodie guy, saying that there was something passed off, but we've got information that it was just somebody that was walking between Katie's car and the car parked beside her. I find there's a few things that are weird in all of that. Like, why did she take a picture of Sebastian and then it looks like she was texting somebody and maybe sending that picture? You know what I mean? Like, is that normal for her to take pictures of Sebastian while they're eating at a restaurant? There's that's weird. It's weird that I know that she's got a handicap card for Sebastian. But she seems to park like right as close to that door as she can. Now that may just be because she doesn't want to walk far. I don't know. It's weird. There's just so many weird things that are coming out. You know what I mean? It's just like, what is going on? Also, the missing lady in Mexico. Now, Hannah, apparently what came out in my read, there was a goodbye. And that goodbye that I usually get is a goodbye to the physical world. Is that telling us about her dad? Is there something connecting there with her dad? I don't know. So we are going to do an updated read on Hannah. So we will do that too. To figure out what is going on there, I just wrote that down too. To figure out what is going on there, because I find it weird that she still disappears. She has to know, with all the media attention, that her dad is now deceased and she still has not come forward. She was caught by border cameras going into Mexico. Like, there's a lot there. And I still think there's more to this than what's being said. Unspoken Butterfly, thank you so much. Unspoken Butterfly. She is just amazing, you guys. I'm telling you. I'm just blown away. So thank you again. Thank you so much. Let me get this written down. Unspoken butterfly. You are just amazing. You blow me out of the water every single time. So we are going to get that read done. I wasn't going to do a read on the judge himself. I still do not believe that there was anything between the judge and the sheriff's daughter. Why that phone call happened, I have my suspicions, but I want to leave it to the cards and see what comes out in the cards. Maybe I'll give my thoughts on it before I do the reading, because I feel like, being that there was a relationship outside of the courts between the judge and the sheriff, they had a personal relationship to the families. I still say that there was major problems in the sheriff's marriage, and I do believe that they were maybe contacting the sheriff, or the sheriff kind of giving them some advice, whatever. The daughter was doing an internship program, so it could be to do with that too. But I do think that the sheriff's wife did contact the judge and say, look, what's the best way? Should I do this? Because I don't want to cause him harm or anything like that, but I need some guidance type thing. I think that there was other things going on at the sheriff's place too, that the daughter and wife were not happy with the sheriff. A lot of people are saying, well, Willow, they're in court supporting him. Are they really in court supporting him, or are they in court to see what is going on, so they're kept up to date? Like, is he getting out? Do they need to be worried? Stuff like that. They have a vested interest to see what's going on. I don't really think that they're there supporting him the way that some people are thinking. So we're going to do that. And thank you, Unspoken Butterfly, for that. You're just amazing. Okay, Donna, we don't mention other people's channels or whatever. We don't do that. And thank you again. Thank you, Unspoken Butterfly. Yes, I think one of the mods have already deleted it. We don't mention other channels here. And especially with certain people being involved in the Sebastian Rogers case, I don't mention other channels. Like Dolly Vision, I mention because I think, he doesn't mean no harm. You know what I mean? Some people say he's very controversial. I feel like with Dolly, he wants the truth. You know what I mean? Does he put some humor and stuff like that in there? Yes. A lot of people take offense to that. I don't, because I found myself, like, when I was really knee deep in the Summer Wells case, I found myself starting to get depressed and, not wanting to do things and just consumed by it. So people handle things and stress and stuff like that in different ways. And I think that that's just his way of how he deals with all the stress, especially with true crime, you guys. You really don't know what it's like to be a creator in the true crime community when, all you cover is the saddest of cases that you can imagine. And then you see other channels, like especially newer ones, that are just trying to jump on the bandwagon and putting out false information, and just for those clicks and views and stuff, and just to, throw monkey wrenches in there, and just to get drama going. You know what I mean? So that's why I stay away from that. There are certain channels that I do mention, and it's because I trust them. I've got a lot of respect for Dolly. JLR is another one. A lot of people don't like JLR. Does he have a different way of going about things? Absolutely. But you know what? You've got to give respect where it's due. And both of them, to me, don't have ill intentions. And that's a big thing for me. So I just wanted to explain that to you guys. And so many people being taken out in the area with the judge. Wow. Yeah, especially after having a heart attack. Yeah, with Dolly. Yep. And it's good. And another thing that irritates me with Dolly Vision's channel, a lot of people are getting on there. I think PJ is great. I think she evens things out with him. They always don't agree. They don't always agree. So I kind of feel like since PJ's jumped in and done a lot with Dolly Vision, there's been a lot of hate. Like, it's like, come on, stop it. That is Dolly's significant other. Show some respect. If you don't like it, don't go to the channel. You know what I mean? I feel like she balances things out. Like, and she has her own little morning thing that she does that I just love, on her own channel. But, people have got to stop. Like, this isn't, especially true crime. I don't know about the other genres, but with the true crime community, it is so difficult to put out videos and, really seek the truth. Like, and that's why, if there's nothing new to come out, I'm not putting nothing out. I'm not even discussing it. I'm not going to do videos just for the sake of doing videos on it. If I do a video, it's because I've got verified information for you guys. And it's like when people have others that they can turn to for verified information, which I do have a few. There's a couple that also, they don't come on YouTube. They're mostly on Twitter, but they're good sources. Those are the ones I like to stick with. You know what I mean? So you guys know when you come here, you're not getting any made up stuff or BS or anything like that. So that's what I like to see in channels. And there's just so many, and the true crime community is so hard because you're so, people come to your channel just looking for something to find that you're doing wrong or saying wrong. They don't come there like to respect you or, well, I mean, some, I'm not saying all. There's some, we call them trolls, and they come in and they disrupt your live. They disrupt your channel. They put out false information. Then they start personal attacks. And I'm not into that crap. I don't do the drama. You know what I mean? So yeah. Unspoken Butterfly says, my favorite thing with Dolly is leave your fingerprint on the like button in case you go missing. Yep, that's it. He's, like I said, he's got so many good one-liners. It's unreal. So yeah, he keeps it real. And when he just came out with a video where he said, you know what, you guys, I was wrong. And I like that. Like, when I've been wrong, I come out and I say, you know what, you guys, I'm wrong. So I like that about Dolly too. He has, his ego isn't bigger than his eyeballs. You know what I mean? So a lot of you guys will understand what I mean by that. And when he's wrong, he admits it. So I do like that about him, and I love his one-liners. So yeah. So with that, until there's something new on the Sebastian Rogers case, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon. Now, I may do an updated read. Like you guys know, every morning I pull cards on the cases that I'm covering that are still unsolved, including Summer Wells, Suzanne Morphew, and all of them. And if I see something new or intriguing, that's when I'll do another live, another update, whatever I decide to do. You know what I mean? Another read, to see what information is going to come out about that. So just to let you guys know, that's where I stand with that stuff. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know I've got so many good subscribers here, and my mods are just amazing. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that too. So, okay, so let me get written down here. Okay. All right. Let me get Des. I got you. I got DD. I got Unspoken Butterfly. So we're going to get the cards shuffled up. So yeah, so that's what I want to do. Maybe tomorrow, or I can't do it Tuesday, can't do it Wednesday. I've got doctor's appointments, so it'll have to be tomorrow. And my computer is messing up. I'm running out of memory for some reason. It's just crazy. But I want to try the restream and get that going so I can cancel my StreamYards because it's just too expensive on StreamYard. So that's what I'm going to do. Restream is a lot cheaper. It's just I got to learn how to use it. So there's going to be mistakes in that. So maybe we'll do a live tomorrow so I can get it all figured out and figure out what I'm doing and how to use it and whatnot. I'm going to watch some tutorials tonight to get the basics down. And then we'll do that. It's going to be fun. Alrighty. So you guys got all your Christmas shopping done yet? I know I haven't. It's been horrible, like with being sick and Mama having the heart attack and all this stuff that was going on. It was just so hard to concentrate and have any motivation to get anything done. And I wasn't sleeping good. So now I'm back. I'm getting my good sleep and everything now. And no reason why I can't get back on the ball here, you guys. So I'll try and record tomorrow the updated read and do the read on the judge and maybe even the updated read on Hannah. Get them at least recorded so I can release them because it takes 24 hours for YouTube to process them. So I'll get both those reads done tomorrow morning. Maybe go live tomorrow afternoon so we can try this restream stuff. It's going to be, I already know I'm going to screw up so bad. But we'll get that taken care of. And then I can set them to be released. Maybe one on Tuesday, one on Thursday. It ought to be interesting, you guys. You guys are going to howl at me. Just as does about, or K-Mitch, some of these ones that were with me since the beginning, when I first started trying to use Zoom and OBS, oh my gosh, you guys, it was a nightmare. I ended up unplugging my computer just to shut everything down. It was horrible. So, it ought to be funny. But we'll see. We will see. Oops. These ones here, you guys, I use for yes and no answers. As you can see, they got the yes and they got the no. So if anybody has questions, we can use these. We use these and then we go in for clarification with the tarot. All right. Unspoken Butterfly, can you give me your dad's first name, please? Okay, while I'm waiting for that, give me 2 seconds. All right, sorry, I had to grab my Charles. Okay, thank you. This stuff, I love this stuff, you guys. This stuff here, Camille hand cream. This has got the aloe vera and I can't see this damn light. Avocado oil and aloe vera. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you got like really dry hands, and I find I get really dry hands from the cards. I use some of this and oh my God, it's so good. So if you're looking for a good hand cream that doesn't leave your hands like greasy and sticky and That's really good for hydration, stuff for your skin. Oh, this stuff is awesome. My nails are all breaking again, you guys. You can tell winter's here. They've got, this comes in a set. Not sponsored, but this is the, maybe I should put my glasses on. This is the aloe vera and avocado. This is the vitamin E and chamomile. Let me see if I can, there we go, and the chamomile. And then this one is chamomile and glycerin. They're all good. They come in a package of 3. My favorite is the aloe vera and avocado oil. But, I mean, they're all good. All 3 are good. They're good. All right. Okay, so let me get the chat off of this screen in front of me and get it over on that screen over there so it's not... I think I got some ADHD or something. It's just if the chat moves here, I get distracted. Okay, so it's over here. Let me just... I love that. Okay, so Unspoken Butterfly, you are up first. And you want messages from heaven from Daddy Charles. He said, anything I need to know from heaven. Well, that's what you're going to get, my dear. Whoops. I'm just going to heart these. There we go. So I know which ones I've seen, too. All right. So let's see what we got. What does your daddy want you to know from the other side? Daddy Charles, what do you want to tell your daughter from the other side? Your beautiful daughter at that. I just love your picture. I think I say that every time you come in. I just love it. You're so pretty. Okay. We've got the 3 fates. What goes around comes around. Okay. So the messages that he's giving you, it's all about to not focus on maybe getting even with people, stuff like that. It's like, don't worry about those who've wronged you because what goes around comes around. So I don't know if you're going through some stuff right now where, you know, people don't have the same hearts that we have, right? You'll come across people in your life that show you the same love, respect, and everything that you show. And then there's others that just take advantage of your kindness and love and respect and everything. There's one. We've got she who sees. Yeah. I think you're seeing a different side of somebody, or somebody's about to, I dropped that one from the bottom. Somebody's about to show their true colors. Let's get one more, please. Charles, for your daughter. One more, please. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch. And you know what? I'm going to take them because there's a lot of messages he has for you, especially when it's coming from your dad. I'm going to take them. I usually only take 2, but I'm going to tell you what these are. This is Carly, she who frees. This is freeing yourself from certain things. And I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you just got to let go. Especially when it's showing the water here. This is very emotional. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff emotionally, a lot of emotional baggage that you're carrying that he wants you to let go of. This is Audez, she who resists. Okay. Audez talks a lot about having a little bit of restraint and still feeling justified. So you being able to do things to feel justified for what you've what you're about to do or what you're doing. And I feel like this is a lot about the letting go. I feel like you feel guilty a lot about maybe, I don't want to say turning your back on someone, but not being there the way that you used to be for someone. But I feel like it's a necessity right now in your life. Valera, she who flies, this is about reaching your full potential, being, having the faith in yourself to do certain things that you may not have done before. I feel like this is all connected. And Blanche, she's the one that brings light, seeing the situation for what it is. So I do believe this is all connected. They all are telling me the same thing. I feel like there's stuff that's been going on that you're not even maybe even ready to let go of, but that he's saying you need to let go of. I feel like there's, how can I say this? I think you've seen things, but you just don't want to believe that it's true. And I do believe that this is holding on to someone or something that is no longer serving you well. I do feel like there's something very emotional here that it's going to, I think it's going to affect you deeply and emotionally having to let go of a certain person. But with Blanche and Makita coming out, the two main ones here, I do feel like sometimes you think, am I overthinking this? Am I not seeing it really that way? Is that the way it really is? Am I maybe putting too much into it? Maybe that's not what they really meant. It is what they really meant. So it's almost like you tend to bury some red flags because of who it is. And I feel like there's some things here that you just got to let go. Somebody's taking your kindness for a weakness. You really got to start scrutinizing certain aspects of this relationship, because I feel like the more you give, the more they take. And the less they show the respect for that or the gratitude. I just feel like it's not lining up, and they're taking advantage. And this is somebody who you care deeply about. And sometimes in situations like this, we're going to get some cards from here. Sometimes in situations like this, because you care so much for a person, you tend to overlook or let slide things that you shouldn't be. And I feel like that's the situation here. And he's saying you're justified. You're justified in pulling back. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Hang on a second, you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys did not need to hear that. He's saying that you're justified in stepping back, stepping away, putting some distance between you and this person, because I feel like the more you do, the more they expect, and they're not giving you the same respect back, and the gratitude isn't there. And like, I don't believe in doing something for somebody and expecting something in return, but I at least, expect a thank you, like to show me the gratitude, you know what I mean? And I feel like there's somebody here that's taking advantage. Let's get some more information on that. It's telling you to step back. Oh my gosh. Okay, so can we get some clarification on this, please? Okay, we're taking all of these. They all did. Oh my gosh. There's so much here. We've got the Nine of Swords. You see the Nine of Swords here? This is in the reverse. This is almost like facing your fear. I feel like you fear. how can I say this? I'm trying to put words to what I'm being shown. It's almost like the fear of losing this person completely. So if you step back, if you set boundaries, something along them lines, it's almost like they're just going to tell me, screw you, see you later, never speak to you again type thing. And I think that you have some fear and almost like, am I going to regret this? We've got the Ace of Swords. This is miscommunication, poor judgment. So it's almost like you're scared to stand up to this person or put this person in the place that they need to be. We got the Three of Swords, like depression, heartbreak, stuff like that with the Three of Swords. We got the 10. We got a lot of swords. This is all swords. Swords are like the truth and communication, like logic and stuff. But in the reverse, this is all about abuse and somebody that has no empathy and things that are very harsh and a lot of conflict. So I feel like even yourself, you're having a lot of conflict with yourself. Like, what should I do? I'm almost scared to, say what I feel to this person because are they going to just say screw you and move on? You know what I mean? I feel like you're wondering if you're going to regret that decision if you do that. But I feel like with this person, this relationship with this person, I feel like there's a lot of miscommunication, a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of like poor judgments being used. And I feel like it's getting to you and you want to do something about it. But I feel like you don't trust your own instincts when it comes to it. Like, am I imagining this? Is this the way this person really is? Or am I making too much of it? No, that's the way this person really is. And with the Three of Swords, I'm feeling like you're scared of the heartbreak of losing this person forever if you say anything or stand up for yourself. Look at this. We got the Ten of Swords too. You're going to get through this, but I feel like there's so much here that you're scared of. You're totally scared of losing this person forever if you say anything. So I feel like a lot of the times you don't say what's on your mind. You don't communicate exactly what you feel because you're scared of their reaction. There's so much swords here. And there's so many swords in reverse. Like this person is borderline abusive. This person has no empathy. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. It doesn't matter how much you do. It doesn't matter how much you try and even treat this with kid gloves. I feel like this person is quick to anger or takes things personally really quick. So like if you say, like you said or did this and it really hurt me, they're going to turn it around on you. So from this, what I'm getting from your dad is you need to finally cut maybe even ties for now, distance yourself and stop doing for this person because they're not showing you, number one, the respect back. They're not grateful. And I feel like they turn things around on you. You need to distance yourself from this person. That's what I'm getting from your messages. Things aren't going to get better. And I mean, I feel like if this person is willing to turn their back on you or walk away from you because you're setting boundaries and maybe finally speaking your mind on how you feel or how what they're doing is making you feel, then that person, you got to reevaluate. Is that person really worth keeping in your life and doing what you do for them? So direct message, please, from heaven from your dad, Charles. He's concerned that you're being taken advantage of and that it's not healthy. The relationship with this person is not healthy. And don't forget, they see what's going on behind the scenes that we don't see. They see everything from above. So there's a pretty strong message there. So let's get a direct from your dad, a message from your dad to you. Message from heaven, please. Come on. There it is. See, the earth is our school. He's trying to tell you in advance, like, this is what's going on here. It's almost like nothing that you're going to do is ever going to be good enough for this person unless you just continue doing for them without asking any questions, without, letting them know how you feel. It's very one-sided, and it's a lesson. This is a lesson. The earth is our school. This is a lesson. He's saying he learned lessons the hard way, and he doesn't want you to have to learn the hard way. He feels that there's already been enough said and done. He so wants you to protect yourself against this person. Like I said, this is, except for the Queen of Pentacles, this is all swords, and 99% of them are in reverse, which is the conflict and the even if it's a verbal abuse, the harshness, the no empathy that you're getting in return, he sees that this is breaking your heart, but he's saying it's time to walk away from it. There's bigger and better things out there. Is it going to hurt you? Is it going to break your heart? Yes. But this is something you need to do. He doesn't want you to learning lessons the hard way. He's watching over you. He's trying to give you the messages that you need to hear. That's sad. You know what? That irritates me to no end when somebody takes advantage of, especially in close relationships. It's so hard because you want to keep trying and trying and trying because you don't want to lose these relationships. But when they're one-sided like that, it's not good, right? Okay, let me just get this chat back up so I can post your... I've always been different from all of my brothers. They've always hurt me my entire life, and I walked away from 2 of them in 2011 when they helped put my 17-year-old son in prison for over 20 years. Wow. Well, your dad is saying you need to stay away. I feel like this is somebody that is still in your life now that he's very concerned about. I feel like they're being very deceptive also. And I'm so sorry for that, Unspoken Butterfly, about, having to walk away from a sibling and I know where you're coming from because I've had to do it myself. I've had to walk away from my own child because the path that he's on, he's destructive. He's toxic. I love him to death, but I have to love him from afar. You know what I mean? You got to take care of yourself. And I feel like your dad had a very clear message here. There's somebody else there. That could be what was coming out, that you're afraid to lose maybe someone else now, but that's the right thing to do. And you're justified. He's saying you're justified in walking away. So he's very concerned about you and this person that is, turning things around, and it's all your fault, even when it's them that's in the wrong, stuff like that. Girl, you're worth more than that. Okay? Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Set boundaries. And if people don't understand that, then that's on them. Okay? And I wish you all the best. I pray for you. Yes. Yes. I just seen this one too. Yes. And Missy. Hello, Missy. Let me get you written down here. Okay, what's Daddy's first name, Missy? You are so welcome, Unspoken Butterfly. Put yourself first. Put yourself first, my love. Missy, I need Daddy's first name. So I can get it written down here. Ray. That's funny because that's my dad's name too. My biological father that passed away, well, it was a year ago, May. So coming up on 2 years. Okay, Des. We got Des. Oh, yes. Thank you, Des. Mama. I always give Mama kisses. Thank you for reminding me, Des. You know my memory. Usually I have her sitting right here so I don't forget, but I totally forgot. Hello, Hope. Good to see you. Okay, so let's go with Des. Everybody's sitting on their edge of their chairs for Des. What do we have for Des this week? And I didn't even really get to speak to Des this week. So let's see if there's things that are going to come out that I don't even know about yet. That I don't even know about. So Des, you may have to help me because if there's something that comes out, I'm just going to say it, but I may not understand why that's coming out. Okay. Aloha healing, time to heal. This is healing from past mistakes. I feel like, I don't know why, but right now I am feeling like there's a pain in your heart. I think there's things that, let me just take a sip of my coffee. To me, this is telling me there's things that you've buried, like that are there, that are resurfacing. Hurtful. I feel like, well, especially with this time of the year too, I feel like there's feelings that have been repressed, that have always been there, but are now coming to the surface, and I feel like you're not talking about them. Let's see what this is about. This is also healing from heartache, stuff like that. But I'm feeling there's something repressed that you're not speaking about. There's two. Let's see. See, yep. We got blue. She who once loved. This is about rejection. This is about being very fragile. So I do feel like for whatever reason, you're very fragile right now, even though you may not be showing it to others. There's something about the rejection that has been brought to the surface for whatever reason. She who sees. This is all about observing things that are going on around you, and there's a feeling inside. I don't think you're sharing it, and you can talk to me later, but I do feel like you're repressing it and you're not sharing it with people. But there is something here that is hurting you deeply, especially around this time of the year. It has brought back some feelings maybe that you have buried. Almost feeling like, you know, those feelings that you first get, like, how can you do that to me? I feel like those feelings are being brought back to the surface. Even though I feel like you're hiding it. I feel like there's a lot of things that are going on inside you right now that you're not sharing, that are hurting you deeply. And you don't want others to know because you don't want to be scrutinized. So you haven't even shared it with me as far as I'm seeing right now. Let's see, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is, you feel like you're standing alone. You feel like this is a battle that, you know, you're fighting yourself. It's almost like I'm so tired of taking the high road, but I got to continue. I can't let these feelings show because people are going to have something to say about it and I don't need to hear it. The Knight of Swords. We got the Knight of Swords here too. I feel like this is still over here. This is impatience, but this is also being very assertive, just going forward. So it's almost like I'm just going to push my way through this. I don't need to involve anybody else. I'm not going to share my thoughts or my feelings because I'm going to be scrutinized too much for it. Let's go to Makita, she who sees. This is all about observing. We've got two. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, this is all about, I feel like I'm being overworked. And I've got the Ten of Swords. This is about the betrayal. You've always told me, say it. I feel like right now, around this time of the year, all the betrayal that has happened over the last 2 years has come to the surface again. I do not feel like you're sharing this. I feel like you're hiding it because you're worried about what others are going to say. But the Ten of Swords in the upright, this is the betrayal still affecting you today. I feel like you're almost feeling like you've been defeated. You're hitting rock bottom. It's like, I just can't, I'm tired of having to deal with this. I feel like there's a lot of feelings that you're keeping inside that you're not sharing. And I feel like, especially around this time of the year, the betrayal and everything that happened, we know 2 Decembers ago, I feel like it's hitting you, it's hurting you, but you don't want to talk about it. You're not sharing it. It's almost like it shouldn't be this hard. And the way that things are going, it's just making things more difficult on you. I feel like there's a lot of hidden feelings that are there that you're not speaking about, and I'm going to call you on it. Not here in private, but I do feel like it's almost like you got to stand alone in this. Like nobody's fighting for you. You're always fighting for everybody else, but there's nobody there fighting for you. It's almost like I want to stand up for myself, but I've got too much on my plate standing up for others first. And it's always like I'm second fiddle. And I do feel like a lot of the attention right now is somewhere else. And I don't think people are seeing what you're actually going through. And I feel like you need to talk about this, and we need to talk about this, because I don't want you getting depressed. I don't want you starting to feel like you don't matter, because yes, you do. I've always had your back, and I've always stood up for you, and I will continue to do that. And I've always put you first. But I do feel like in some aspects here, you're feeling like, what about me? And that's valid. What about what I'm going through? What about me? Yeah, Cupid's arrow, having faith. This is a surprise invitation, but you're very hesitant for some reason. And addiction, codependency, obsession, possession, controlling. This is a mental block also. I do feel like there's things here that you need to talk about. I do feel like you're feeling a certain way. And again, just like Unspoken Butterfly, you got a heart of gold, and actions speak louder than words. You know what I mean? And I do feel like there's inside of you, there's a storm brewing, and it needs to come out. You need to be able to talk about it, and you need to be able to have people understand why you feel this way without scrutinizing or, oh, you shouldn't feel that way. Because I see it here. You need understanding. You need the support that you've been giving everybody else. You need that support. We're going to talk, sister, because this can be very traumatizing, and can stay with you for a very long time unless you bring it out. Mama is the one that just brought that out, because she's saying enough is enough. Okay? Des, we are talking later. So when you have some quiet time where you can talk freely, you need to call me. Sister. Okay, let's see what Dee Dee's up to? Let's see what Dee Dee's up to. Angel Jill Marcos. This is all about transitions. That's interesting. He's about to make some changes. Let's see what those changes about. What are they regarding? Maptula is about to go down a new path. This is about She Who Guides, Matula. He's having help. Somebody's helping him too. But he's about to go in a new direction. That one's wanting to come out, so we're going to take it. Makita. He sees things for what it is, and he's about to go in a new direction. He's also going to have help. The new path, this is also somebody guiding him. Somebody's giving him information. I do feel there is somebody feeding him information. And I don't believe that it's all true. I think there's some stuff here that he's been fed that isn't true. And the person's done it to gain favors from him. Makita. He's seen things in a different light. Okay, I want to do that one first because I've got the new direction. Things are about to take a turn here. A new direction, a new path about to be taken. I want to go with this one here. What is this about? Wands, yeah, defending himself. He's about to put up a defense. Whoops. Come on. Hang on. Seven of Wands. This is about defending himself. That one wanted to come out. So I want to look at this. Okay. We're going to take them in the order they came out. Okay, so the Seven of Wands. This is, he's ready to go to battle. He is going to put up a fight. This is being very assertive. He's about to take he's going in a new direction in order to protect himself and stand up for himself. We got the Six of Cups in the reverse. This is some kind of denial. Stuck in the past, and he's in a denial, some kind of denial going on here. The Six of Swords in reverse. This is refusing to change his mind. He's not going to change his mind about this. And look at the photo. He's not about to change his mind about this. The Star. This is faithfulness. Like, this is somebody being unfaithful. I feel like he's going to go in a new direction here. I feel like he's very insincere. He's going to go to battle about something. He's about to change directions. This is going to battle, sticking up for himself. He wants to protect himself at all costs. This is a denial. So there's something coming that he's going to be trying to deny. This is a bumpy transition also. But this is also refusing to change. So I don't think anything's going to really change his mind on the way that he is thinking. And the Star is, he's going to say somebody was messing around. Somebody's messing around. This is also a regret from the past. I feel like he has a lot of regrets going on. Matula. There we go with Matulio. Already we got 3. This is crazy. Thank you, Mama. Let's take them as they come out. The 3 of Swords. This is grief, depression. I feel like he is suffering some kind of depression right now. With Matula, this is going down the new path, right? I feel like he's had enough heartbreak. His heart's been broken again for whatever reason or how. But this is also, he's suffering some trauma with this one and grief. So I don't know if somebody that was helping him has now backed away or backed out, but I feel like he's now become heartbroken again. It's affecting him deeply. It's affecting the way he is thinking. We got the King of Swords in reverse. This is like, he's about to get brutal. This is about getting brutal. With the King, this is somebody who's in like, feels like they're in a position of power and authority. Like, I'm going to decide. I rule over all of yous. I'm going to be the one that decides. And I feel like right now with this going on too, that's why this is happening. He's about to take a new path. Somebody is giving him some misinformation though. And we got the Queen of Swords. This is the Queen. There's a female that's giving him information, and the information that she's giving is she's very manipulative with what she's saying, because I feel like she's saying a lot of things that aren't true. And this is to get favors from him or to gain something from him. That's why she's doing it. She's also trying to keep that wedge there. But I do feel like he is suffering from a lot of regret. But we've seen that before. He suffers the regret and then he moves on to the next one. But he's going to try and protect himself at all costs. And he's going to take this in a new direction. So this is going to be interesting. Like, we're not supposed to know this, right? This is coming out for him. The Golden Mirror. See, look at this. Self-absorbed narcissist. That speaks for itself. He doesn't care about anybody else but himself. And that's who he is out to protect, is himself. But he's found a new direction to go in. And he's going in it. One more, please. There it is. Engagement ring. A partnership, a commitment for eternity, completion, and a union. He's looking for somebody who's going to stand by him thick or thin. I feel like there has been a break somewhere between him and somebody that could have been helping him along the way, because I do have that he has to stand alone now and fight this battle alone. But I still feel there's somebody over here with this Queen of Swords that is still feeding him information and trying to help him. But this person has their own agenda. This Queen of Wands has her own agenda. Queen of Swords has her own agenda, with saying things to him or telling him things. Yeah. He's feeling like, I just need somebody who's going to always stand by my side. That's what I don't think. Or is this could mean so many different things. Engagement ring. Why is that engagement ring there? Is he maybe going to propose to somebody? Like, you're still married, bud. Propose to somebody because that's what this person wants to stay in his life. Why is that engagement ring there? The Empress. He's highly dependent on this person because the Empress is in reverse. This is an emptiness and like nosiness almost. The Empress in reverse. Somebody, and it's a female. It's like, if you just weren't so nosy, if you just took things as I said, but he's feeling like empty. So either this person has backed away from him and has given him an ultimatum, or this person is just saying you're on your own. One of the two is happening there with a relationship. And these aren't, I don't think these are the same people, but somebody is expecting something more of him than what he's willing to give. He wants it all but without having to give anything really back in return. And that's why this narcissist is there. So whoever this female is wants something in return. Like, look, I've been there for you. I've done all this stuff. Now, what are you going to do for me? This is what I want. You want the stability. So do I. Give me something. Huh. Okay, Miss Missy. Miss Missy. There we go. You got two. My deck is upside down for some reason, but we don't read these upside down, so it doesn't matter. You got two that come out. I am Callie. From death comes rebirth. So something's about to come to an end for something else to start. Angel of Time. This is all about using your time wisely. This is working too hard, stuff like that. Let's see. But something's about to end for something new to begin. What is going on here? What's going on here for Missy, please? Coming up with a plan. Ooh. We got three for you, Missy. Coming up with a plan. She who prepares, Zenith. Coming up with a plan. She who wants love. This is some kind of rejection. And she who is present, Therese. This is bringing awareness. Okay. So with this, I feel like, yes, there is something that is coming to an end for something else to begin. I do feel like this is something that you've either been working on or working towards for some time. It's almost like I have to come up with a new strategy because what I've been doing so far isn't working. Blue, she who loved once is what blue stands for. I feel like things could be at a tipping point. So it's like it's now or never. So I either got to do something now about this or my opportunity is going to pass by. It's also telling me that now is the time to do this. I'm almost feeling like this is work related. That you want something new. This may even be like wanting a raise, wanting a better position. And now's the time. I feel though like you don't have a lot of confidence bringing this to the table because I've got Therese here. This is like now. I've got to do it now. But it's very fragile. I got to be careful how I go about it. I got to formulate a new strategy and make it make sense. So they're going to understand what I'm saying and understand why this could be a benefit. I'm almost feeling like something has to end for this to happen. Or something has ended. Like, is there a position that's become available or about to come available? Because I feel like there's a change that needs to be made. I've tried to do it already. It didn't work out, but now is the time to do it. I got that even with Therese. Now is the time because I see some acceptance here too with this. But it's a very fragile situation. I got to be careful. I got to really strategize and figure out how to do this the right way to get what I want. I'm feeling like it's job related, but only you know. I feel like there's something that has ended that is giving you the opportunity now to go for this. And because I got the working too hard here, it's almost like that's why I feel like it's work related. Let's see what else comes out with this. Hello, Susan, and welcome. The 10 of Wands, yeah. See, we've got the too many wands. This is like, I feel overworked. Like, this is almost like I do too much for what I get in return. Like, overworked, burdened, having to do too much. See this? I was stressed out here with this. Like, I don't get paid enough for this shit. That's, if you want my honest, that's what's coming out of my mouth. The Fool. This is holding back. This is holding back and being distracted because the Fool's in reverse. So I feel like for the last while, you haven't really pushed the issue because of other things that are going on. It's almost like this needs to happen before I can do this. But I'm being told now is the time. No holding back. Put all your fears aside. Let's see if I can get a couple more. Because it's almost like you don't want to push it. The Lovers. This is another union. This is about a partnership and being able to do it. So you're going to have to explain why you're better for this than anybody else. You're holding back. And you got to stop holding back. You got to go full force. There's one that flipped over. Let's take it. The Six of Wands. You don't want to be disappointed. You feel like, I don't want to say that you feel like a failure, but it's like I've tried so many times in the past and it failed. So why should I try it again? And it's telling me here that this time there's something different that's going on. Oh, cover those. Oh my gosh, cover those up. Oh my gosh, cover that up. I've never noticed that little thing before. Oh, got to cover that up. But I do feel like now is the time because it's coming out with Therese. So Therese it's like, now let's do it. Let's bring awareness. This is what we're going to do. You got to go carefully about this, really strategize and plan for everything because the way things are going right now, it's too overbearing. You feel overworked, underpaid. And this can go for whatever this is referring to. I feel is job related, but it could be something in your personal life. But I feel like something's about to come to an end, and now is the time to get this ball rolling. I had Mama there. Mama came out for you too. Okay, so you want to hear from Daddy Ray. Ray, do you have a message, please, for your daughter, Missy? Let's see what Daddy says. Daddy Ray. Missy's Daddy Ray. Do you have a message for her, please? It almost went on the floor, but it didn't. See, there's no such thing in death. So even like he's even telling you here, even though things don't seem that attainable, like that's a done deal. There's no going back. Can't try this again. He's saying there is no such thing. This also comes with him. He still feels very much alive, very much able to give you signs and help you. Even though his physical body isn't here, he's still alive up there is what he's telling you. And as long as he's alive, he's going to take care of you. He's still alive, just in a different place. That's what he's saying. So I don't know where that came from or why I just said that, because that's not something I've ever said before. So I don't know if that's something he has said to you. I may not be here, but I'm still alive up there. But that was a message he wanted me to send to you. So bet your booty, girl. He's still alive, very much up there, but watching over you. He's just in a different place. Okay? So that is for you, Missy. Let me get you off the list. Okay, let me get my chat back over here. Hello, Susan. You're very welcome. Missy says this is so 100%. Ooh. Okay. Like there was things in there that made me think that it was job related, but then there was other things that went, ooh, okay, this may be personal. I don't know. You're going to know why these messages are coming out. So there you go. Susan, the instructions on how to get a read are pinned to the top of the chat. Love right back at you, fam. I hope you're doing well there. I know it's warmer where you are right now than here. You're very welcome, Missy. I always say prayers for all my family, all my subscribers that need prayer. I got you. I got you guys. All right. Well, we are at the end of our list. So unless somebody else would like a mini read or a question, you got to let me know in the next couple of minutes or I'm going to be wrapping it up. Oh, you seen the pics? Like it's crazy. And we're like right now we're in a lull. Last week we lost power and everything. This past week that just passed. Right now we're in a lull. It's not snowing. Actually, the sun just peeked out. But that's going to be short-lived because it's about to hit us again starting at around 2 a.m. tonight, after midnight tonight. So we're in for more, which is horrible because I've got Tuesday, I've got to go for an ultrasound at the hospital. Then Wednesday, I got to go for a stress test and bring back that heart monitor thing that I haven't been wearing because I've got patches where those things were stuck on me, patches of burnt skin. Like it's so red and raw, it still hurts now. And I haven't worn it since, I think I took it off my birthday at night because I went to lay down in bed. I'd had my shower and everything. I said, okay, I'm just going to move them and put them, like they gave me in areas where I could put them in. So I moved them over a bit and nope, it still like instantly started burning my skin. So yeah, so we're in it for another one tonight. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, we in Canada, actually places in the US got snow before we did here in Canada. Well, at least here in Ontario. But Susan Bright said, that happened to me too. Also, yeah, I took it off. Yeah, I was supposed to wear it for a week and there was no way. I got through 2.5 days and I couldn't. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I know I'm allergic to the elastoplast. Hang on, I'll show you what they look like. Morning, me and flip-flopping. So this is the monitor thing I had to wear. Has these 3 things on it. And you can still see it's recording. Look, it still says recording. And these are the things that I had to put on. And it says 3M. But I mean, they are, oh my God, I don't know what kind of sticky this is. But my skin is so irritated and raw right now that I just can't wear it anymore. So I took it off and I don't know what they're going to do if they've got different things like this. I don't know. Because when I was in the hospital, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, it wasn't these type that they had on me. It was like a felt almost. And it still had the electroid thing, this thing underneath. But it wasn't this kind of tape. So whatever this is, this 3M, oh my God, it burned so bad. So here it is. I haven't worn it since the night of my birthday. When I went, I had my shower. I always have a shower at night. And I went to put it back on, put it in a different spot, and within an hour it was burning my skin again. So I don't know if they're going to be pissed off at me for taking it off, but that's just too bad because I'm not having my whole chest red and raw. Like the 3 spots that I got to put up with right now until it's still not. Let me just check here. Hang on. Yeah, it's still like you can feel the skin. It's healing, but the skin is still like, when you get like a burn, like, and it's still like rough from chafing or whatever. I can still feel it's like it's not soft. It's rough and it's still red. So yeah, not doing it. So there's their machine, this little thing. And this is actually smaller than the one I've had to use before. A few years back, they had one on me. It was a big, instead of small like this, it was a big thing. But yeah, so they're not going to be impressed, but I did 2.5 days. That was all I could do of it. Like, I'm not going to be in pain. Susan says, me too. Yeah. Oh, it was horrible, Susan. Then you know what I'm talking about. It was horrible. Like within an hour of putting them on, and I made sure I dried myself really good. I waited a good half hour, even after drying myself, to put them on. And still, like within an hour, like I went to lay down, and nope, like my whole chest, the whole area where they were stuck, just felt like it was on fire. So I looked in the mirror, lift up the boob and look in the mirror, and you could see underneath it was like, oh my gosh, it was so red and raw. It was almost like, when you get a scrape, that's what it was like. And it was like, you couldn't touch it. I couldn't put a bra on because it was right along just below the bra line. So I couldn't wear a bra. And it was like, oh, hell no. So there we go. Okay, so if nobody else wants to read, I'm going to wrap it up, you guys. I got tons of stuff to catch up on. I do want to get these reads done also. So maybe I will do one before putting the cards away, since I've already done my meditation and cleared the cards. I think I will do one or maybe even both of the reads and at least get them recorded. So I can post them. One on Tuesday, one on Thursday. And tomorrow I'm going to try and go live to try out this restream because I got to get rid of the StreamYards. It's Float says, I want a black deck reading. Won't let me do a pin. You can send it through PayPal if you have PayPal, Hope. But you got to let me know quickly because if not, I'm going to wrap it up. Did you click on the square box below where you type your chat? And then you got to change the amount in there. Are you sending via PayPal, Hope? If you are, I'm going to have to go over there and open PayPal. Okay, give me a couple minutes, you guys. I'm going to run to the bathroom quick as Hope does that. And hopefully it's all there by the time I get back. So give me a couple minutes and I'll be right back. All right. Okay, Hope says I'm trying to hear. Okay, so all you got to do is there's a square box below chat with a $sign in it. You click on that. Let me just do it here so I know. Click on Super Chat. And then you got to change the amount. You click on where the amount is and you change it to 25. Or you can, there's a little slider. If you got the slider, click it to 20, and then you'd have to do it again and click the $5 and send both. You got to make sure you click send after you've entered the super chat. You got to click buy and send. Another screen will pop up and it'll tell you to click purchase. If you can't change it to, and it has to be in US dollars, if you can't change it to 25, then let me just see if I can do that, because I got the slider too. No, you got to, if you got the slider, you're going to have to do 2 super chats, one for 20 and then one for 5. And if you can't do it that way, let me know if you have PayPal, because then you can do it in PayPal. I may end up going over to just using PayPal, because YouTube is just keeping too much money. Like they're keeping almost 50%. And I know I got to make a change on one of my forms because I think I messed up. But anyway. Yeah. I think it's on one of my forms, K-Mitch, that I have to fill out, the Ben W something for the Canadian Treaty. There was a part on there that another YouTuber said, oh, just click it. It won't make a difference. It does make a difference because it's taking tax off, where I'm not supposed to pay US tax because I pay tax in Canada. So it takes 10% tax. So that's where I think things are getting really bad. And I just filled out that form, and I've noticed instead of 40%, 42%, now they're keeping like 48, 49%. Unspoken Butterfly sent a super thanks for $199 US, which is more Canadian. And I only got $110 Canadian from that. So that's like more than half. It's crazy. Hope Floats, how are you making out? Because I'm about to wrap up. Okay, I guess she's gone. I'm going to fly over here and just check PayPal just in case she's done it there. Okay, there's nothing there in PayPal from her. Okay, hang on a sec. Nope, there's nothing there either. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up, you guys. Missy, thank you. Big hearts for everyone, from all the mods and myself. Have a great week. Aw, Nina, I love you. I love all of you. Okay, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up like I always do. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Monday, I'm going to try the Restream live. Hopefully, you guys can make it there. We'll see how well I do, how badly I do. We're going to have a good laugh anyway. Have a good rest of your Sunday. I'm going to end it like I always do. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye bye for now.